What is up, YouTube? HPJ here. Good morning to you all. Today's video is going to be dedicated to the Digimon Card Game. A card game, of course, many of you have seen me make their profiles for on the channel as of late. And I'm going to be very honest with you guys. I enjoy playing the Digimon card game. But here's the thing. If anyone wants to actually play the card game, you know how to hit me up. And I do want to do some videos for the Digimon card game. So if anyone sees this, anyone has an interest in Digimon and you have cards and you have a deck, we can play Digimon and we can record our sessions and I can put them online because people love watching Digimon Digimon card battle. For those who don't know, yeah, Digimon has a card game. This is actually its reincarnation, as the original series of the Digimon card game didn't do too well, unfortunately. It was most likely because a lot of the mechanics of it was just very hard. It was kind of like early Pokemon, and a lot of people really didn't understand the mechanics of it. There really wasn't much that was teaching you how to do it, and kind of similar to where it had an anime. The anime didn't really pick up on the card game until I want to say Digimon Season 3, Digimon Tamers, which picked up on the card game and the use of the Digimon cards in the card game to try to at least sell out what they could for the Digimon cards. While it did originally well, it was only until later on in the 2000s where the Digimon card game flourished once again thanks to the reboot of the original series, Digimon Adventure, and then Digimon Ghost game, the seventh series in the series of Digimon. Yeah, there are at least 7 main series. There are at least a total of 6 side series that are attached to it: the manga, the card game, the various video games, and a ton of merchandise that all falls under the Digimon series. And I think a lot of people are just very excited because those who are fans of Digimon, those who wanted to play Digimon for a while, they are finally being able to play the Digimon card game. And I am building a ton of decks for the Digimon card game. You guys don't even know, I have like 3 more decks that I cannot wait to play. When I get the chance, because once I get the cards coming up in the next couple of sets, I will be playing a fuck a ton of Digimon, and I've already invested in it, so it's kind of no stopping me now. But yeah, between Digimon and Yu-Gi-Oh, that's pretty much what I'm sticking to in terms of card games. I tried to do Vice Shorts, but Vice Shorts is something that unfortunately it just didn't click on the channel as much as Digimon is. And I wanted to do Pokemon, but Pokemon seems like a very big investment, and I just cannot really invest in the Pokemon because Pokemon's rotation cycle is part of the reason why I can't really invest in it. I love the cards, I love the design of the artwork of the Pokemon cards, because Pokemon card artwork changes every set. But unfortunately, it's just something I cannot bring myself into. But yeah, if you guys do see videos of the Digimon card game, please take a chance to look at them, because that is me doing that profiles and stuff. And like I said, if people want to actually play the game, play out the card game and want to have matches, you can hit me up on social media and we can get time and schedule and things like right. Now, with that said, I think we need to go into more basis of the Digimon card game, because the evolution of the card game, the card game itself actually reminds me of how, what was it? A combination of things, because they take a whole new approach to it. Like they have a quote extra deck, but the extra deck is not actually an extra deck. It's a amalgamation of Digimon are known as the Digitama. You know them as Digi-Eggs, and the training Digimon. Then they'll go into their rookies, and then they Digivolve and stuff like that. I was going to do a big tutorial video on it, but seeing as how those didn't work out, I just decided to go ahead and just focus on just the card game itself. Overall, and give my experiences, because the card game has been out since I want to say 2020, and which is sad because 2020 was not a good year for anybody due to the current state of the world. And a lot of people were afraid that the Digimon card game was going to fall out because of the pandemic. And it didn't. It was one of those things that people were very happy about and people were excited about. And I was very shocked to know that Digimon was having a card game. But then the reboot was doing so well, and then they announced the Ghost game. And for those who wanted to know, if you have any favorite tamers, because that's what they call them in the card game, all of the chosen ones, all the chosen children, all the Digimon throughout the series, they're in the card game. They're either Digimon, Digitama, their attacks are option cards, which are like your spells. Um, like everything from the Digimon series has been turned into cards. And each of the current sets right now introduces more cards to the card game. I think believe between the Japanese sets and the American sets, they're always one set behind. From America to Japan, they're always one set behind, both in their special sets and their main sets. In terms of their structure decks, they're always about we're always one structure deck behind as well. But that's not a bad thing. It's just that they want to have a different flourish between the international audience and what they have there at home in Japan. But they do make sure that we get everything. And I mean, we get everything, unlike some other card games. We get everything that's meant to be in the set. There are alternate arts for every card in the series. I'm not even joking. There are alternate artworks for every card in the series. And it does get a little pricey because some of the decks that I currently build, I have to really shell out for things. I'm still waiting to shell out for some things because certain cards are very expensive. Like if you're playing, hold on, I can actually show you guys this myself. One of the decks that I play is the Parallel World Tactics deck for Digimon. I now has been turned its name into the Fallen Angels, and here they are right now. Anjouamon, Lady Devimon, Mastemon built up the Fallen Angels, in addition to another playset of Digimon known as Ardanimon, Reguelmon, and Alphanimon Fall Down Mode. Yeah, so these six Digimon in their cards make up the Fallen Angel deck. In addition to them, there is Lucemon Fall Down Mode, and there is Holy Angelmon, which those two are the most expensive cards for the deck. Because of the tactics of the deck, where they have a lot of security manipulation, they like to put monsters onto the board, put monsters into the security to bring them onto the board. That's actually the effect of Mastermind, where she can bring someone like Lucemon back into the security. That's like your health bar or whatever. And then you can bring out that Lucemon. The Lucemon has the option to either destroy a Mega or destroy a Tamer. And in addition to that, that'll trigger Mastemon's effect, where she can target a Digimon on the field and she can destroy it. Yeah, there's a lot of things that go on with the Digimon card game, and that's one of many combinations and tactics that the deck has, and that the card game itself overall has. The thing is that the Angemon and the Lucemon being very expensive. I want to say hold on, and I can actually look this up. Holy Angemon is probably $60 now, while the Lucemon is probably still in its 40s. So, yeah, Digimon can be just as expensive as um, I'm sorry, there's like four different Magna Angemon. Yes, okay, the Magna Angemon that I'm talking about, this is the one from BT1. He is $50, but his alternate artwork, yeah, every Digimon card in the series has an alternate art. The alternate art for Magna Angemon is $60. 64, no, 65 in its highest market price, but 50 in its lowest. Which, yeah, because of what they do. It's a heal, um, it's a recovery plus one to your deck, and then while he's part of your Digimon Digivolution line, he gives that Digimon 1K for every 3 security that you have. But it's more so of the heal factor that Magna Angemon gives to the game, or Holy Angemon, if you want to call him by his Japanese name. And in the Lucemon Fall Down mode, Chaos mode, I'm sorry, because in Japan they call him Lucemon Fall Down mode. Roughly about 40 to 50. The original is about from BT7. Is is this the alternate art? No, that's the original art. Okay, so the original art is about $41, $40 on the max. while $50 had its max on the alternate art. So yeah, those are pretty expensive cards to build with this deck. Um, but it's one of those things where I'm like, if you don't want to build this deck, and I say this in the videos too, if you want to build a different deck, you're more than welcome to, because Digimon gives you those options. One of mine, of course, is the yellow hybrid deck that, of course, I built with Kazemon, who has been essentially seen in the game all over the place. Yeah, Kazemon from um, Digimon Adventures. No, Digimon Frontiers. I'm sorry. Part of the spirits, the Digimon spirits. That each of them represent one of the 10 elements, and of course they have all their ancient forms and stuff like that. But not all of them are out. Only the heroes are out. Then there's Susanomon and Lusamon as well to accompany them, in all of the ancient Digimon, I believe, are out, except for I think Ancient Mermaidmon, Ancient Wisemon, and a couple other Digimon that are not out. I don't think Arbamon, Petalodramon, and them are out either. But as you can tell, yeah, they did span throughout all of the Digimon series, and even more cards are coming out to support those Digimon cards. And a lot of them include various tactics throughout the Digimon series. But I do enjoy playing the game itself because it's so much fun, and it's so many different things that you can experience with the card game itself. But yeah, this is one of the decks that I have built. And I know I'm using thumbnails because it's just easier for me to do that. Also, I want to show off the Sukuyamon. Because yeah, I'm even playing I even have Sukuyamon playing around as one of the decks I'm building, because this version of Sukuyamon focuses on plugins. And plugins, as you guys know, those are the cards that were used from the original card game. They were in the Digimon Tamer series, and then from there, those cards were used now in the main game, in the new card game, to give buffs and bonuses and stuff like that to your Digimon. And the whole lineup for Renamon's Digivolution line focuses on playing those cards. And then there's more cards that are coming out in response to that as well. There's going to be a new Renamon, Cubimon, Talmon, in this Kuyamon Miko mode that's going to go attached to it. Sadly enough, there isn't going to be any sign of Kuzahamon at this point in time, but give it some time. For those who don't know who Kuzahamon is, that is the purple variant. Her Digivolution line is the purple variant of the Renamon line. They all start off as Renamon, but depending on how that Renamon experiences life, will she become light or she become dark? And not a necessarily evil dark. It's dark in the terms of she uses her bewitchment to do other things that aren't necessarily good in most eyes, but are in others. And then, of course, we have everyone's favorite nightmare, Kiramon, who also is in the card game, and one of the bigger starter sets too. Because those who don't know, Kiramon is one of my favorite Digimon, and I have a nice lineup of my favorite Digimon. Which, funny enough, I'm making decks for all of my favorite Digimon in the Digimon series. Where I do have Kiramon cards, I have the Kiramon deck set up. I even have the Tamer, who is art oh, I cannot remember his name, but he's from Digimon Cyber Sleuth. He's the friend of the main character from that one. Of course, all of them are in the game. Nokia, what was it? Um, Takemi, and I can't remember the other guy. But I do know Takemi, and then the female Tamer version are also in the game as well. And, excuse me. All the lineups of things like Nokia, she focuses on Greymon and Rare Garurumon. Um, a, a, Atakari? Or no, I can I cannot remember his name, but he's the friend to your main character, to Kimmy. He's the one that his Digimon partner is the Karamon line. He does go all the way to Diaboromon. He does not go to Armageddonmon, which is crazy enough. And then your main character doesn't have a Digimon set. His card isn't even a particular color. It's actually white. There are white cards in the game that just blend with other decks and work out really well. And then you have like all of the other Digimon series card games, all the other Digimon protagonists and stuff from throughout the video game lineup. I can't wait till they get to World 3 and, the Digimon DS games and all of that, because that's going to be where the money really starts shining and people are going to be like, wow, where are these games from? And then people are going to look them up and then find them and then want to play them. And then, yeah, it just works out the good things. And I do enjoy that because that's what I wanted from the Digimon card game. And it's good to see Digimon card game do it, where it is sparking up a lot of nostalgia for people who are playing the card game overall. Um, so anything else I wanted to add to this video? I don't think I really do, because I think for the most part you guys understand that this is going to be another thing that's going to be on the channel. And it's going to stay on the channel too, because it is a big portion of it. Now, in terms of videos and content, it's just like Yu-Gi-Oh! It's going to be a very big pick and pool. And we actually don't have a ban list coming up because the next main set is not out yet. And I know there are a lot of cards in it that Japan has hit already. But we don't know if they're going to hit them here and hit them internationally. But we're going to wait and see because a lot of people speculate that there's a lot of stuff in BT10. Or is it BT10 or I would say BT11? BT11, EX4, and BT12 in EX5 that could potentially be changed because of how things are going with the card game. But that is for another video and another time. But with that said, I hope you guys are enjoying the Digimon content that I put up on the channel. You guys can also chime in and let me know if you guys would like to see me talk about any more Digimon stuff, because you can leave that in the comment section below, as well as going to the other Digimon videos, and I'll put those in the lineup as well, so you guys can check those out. But with that said, I think it's time to wrap up today's video. So thank you guys so much for coming. I really do appreciate it. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel, as it helps me out tremendously. You guys can also hit me up on social media. The social media links are in the description box below. And hit the notification bell so you guys are informed of when I upload more content to the channel. Thanks everybody for watching, and I will catch you all next time. HJ signing out. Take care.